Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Anamika, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please give me a brief introduction of yourself.
Ma'am, my name is Anamika. I am from Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh, which is one of the easternmost district of UP. I have done my schooling from Azamgarh itself, and then I did my graduation in mechanical engineering from GLA University, Mathura. Thereafter, I have been preparing for civil services. This is my third attempt and first interview. I take keen
Okay,
interest in drawing, rectangle, and mandala art, and I also like to listen to podcast in my free time.
okay, very well, Anamika. And when is your interview?
2nd of April.
2nd April, so pretty far. You have a lot of time to prepare.
Yes.
So, have you given any mocks so far?
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday only I gave one online mock.
Okay, online. Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Anamika, based on the experience in the mock, do you think you need to focus on some areas? You want me to focus on some areas of your job? Please tell me.
Ma'am, since I haven't prepared much, so yesterday's mock was kind of fine. Like certain areas I need to work on, I could not answer well. And second thing, I believe I'm kind of my face is very expressive. People tell me like I get tense and then sad also and then happy also. So is that a problem? I'm very concerned about like how to control the emotions on face. I don't know.
No, it's not a problem. I'll tell you. In fact, they appreciate someone who is very expressive. Just अगर question का answer नहीं आ रहा है, and then you tend to get a bit of, tensed or sad, वो नहीं दिखना चाहिए. So, like, don't, even if you are not able to answer some questions, just be very confident कि ठीक है, ये नहीं आ रहा, अगला आ जाएगा, ये नहीं आ रहा, अगला आ जाएगा. Be very confident. वो जो टेंशन या गिल्ट आता है ना, वो अगर फेस पे दिख जाए, then they might इंटरव्यू थोड़ा फिर और वैसे ही टॉपिक्स पे चला जाता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई जस्ट बी वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, वेरी, और हमेशा स्माइल करते रहो इन फ्रंट ऑफ द पैनल. दैट हेल्प्स अ लॉट. Okay, that gives a very positive vibe to the interview, because they are not going to remember each and every question. They are just going to remember what kind of environment you created there. So that is
Okay.
important. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
ma'am.
Anamika, I'll give you the brief overview of what the interview process is like. So, see, UPSC CSE's interview is very different from the other interviews, job interviews, because they are domain specific. They will be checking your suitability for a particular sector. But in civil
Okay.
services, since you have to work, in many departments at various roles and positions, so they just want to have an overview of your personality. How is your personality like, or what kind of aura you carry, or what kind of mindset you carry, that becomes important. So even if you're not able to answer a few questions, knowledge wise, if you're lacking, they're okay, because they know that you have given clear mains, so you have a lot of knowledge. But then what they are more interested to see is, are you a very optimistic person or not? Are you humble, respectful? Then, are you a solution oriented person? Do you panic in times of crisis? So that is something they want to check. So when you approach your interview, you have to keep this in mind. That all that matters is my personality, not like कैसे दिख रहे हो, but how you present yourself, how you talk, how you articulate things. अगर आंसर भी दे रहे, तो are you trying to guess something you don't know? So that becomes important. Okay.
Okay.
So when we talk about the preparation for interview, it basically goes in three lines. First is your DAF, that is everything about you. Okay, your
Hmm.
hometown, your education, hobbies, all of that. Second part is current affairs. So 2 to 3 months before your interview, you have to be thoroughly prepared about the current affairs. And the next part is, and mostly the current affairs related to your DAF or any national or international issues. Then third part is some situation based questions, where you can be put in some, you can be made to make a choice between two options, or maybe you will be given a situation जहाँ पे instant decision has to be taken, and then they'll check how you react over it. So these are the three broad areas of the interview. So
Hmm.
when we talk about your DAF, the first thing is your name. They might ask you, what does Anamika mean? उसका literal
Hmm.
meaning, and then what does it mean for you? आपको अपने
Hmm.
नाम का सिग्निफिकेंस पर्सनली क्या है. ओके. देन द
Hmm.
डेट ऑफ योर इंटरव्यू और एंड योर बर्थ डेट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दे माइट आस्क यू इफ देयर इज समथिंग सिग्निफिकेंट अराउंड इट, और you share your
Hmm.
birth date with someone, significant figure, then they
Yes,
might ask
ma'am.
about it. Then Azamgarh. So Azamgarh is very important. There will be, at least 3 or 4 questions over it. So Azamgarh के पहले तो history, which dynasties used to rule there. कौन से
Hmm.
kingdom का part था आजमगढ़. आजमगढ़ as the present district, when was it established? Who established it? Why is it called
Hmm.
Azamgarh? Okay.
Hmm.
Then there are these various cities जिनके नाम change हो रहे हैं. For example, Allahabad and all of it. So, do you think
Hmm.
it is right? What should be the criteria? What is the cost of changing these names? In what terms the cost comes? Is there any demand in Azamgarh to change the name? So ऐसे questions पूछ सकते हैं. Apart from this, you should be knowing everything about present Azamgarh, the infrastructure there, economic activities, economy of Azamgarh. What are the major,
Hmm.
economical activities? Agriculture कितना है, industry कितना है. Then
Hmm.
is there some local culture, local handicraft, textile, or
Hmm.
some songs and dance. Local कुछ है cuisine Azamgarh का, that.
Hmm.
Apart from it, you can be asked about the employment or literacy of Azamgarh, the sex ratio,
Hmm.
all of it be
Hmm.
thoroughly prepared.
Right.
Apart from that, agriculture का status क्या है वहाँ पे? If there is
Hmm.
something, that has got GI tag, anything like that, be prepared. देन उसके बाद उत्तर प्रदेश के बारे में. सो यूर डिस्ट्रिक्ट इज इन ईस्टर्न उत्तर प्रदेश. दे माइट आस्क यू कि ईस्टर्न उत्तर प्रदेश इज कंपैरेटिवली लेस डेवलप्ड देन द वेस्टर्न. व्हाट आर द रीजंस? Also, they can ask ki, do you think Uttar Pradesh should be divided into 2 parts? Will that help in, better development of the Eastern Uttar Pradesh? Then some
Hmm.
issues there, for example, unemployment or out migration of people,
Yes, ma'am.
law and order issues in Azamgarh. तो ऐसे बेसिक जो क्वेश्चंस है, उत्तर प्रदेश में सपोज बुलडोजर जस्टिस है, या फिर
Hmm.
रिवर वाटर पोल्यूशन, एयर पोल्यूशन. जो कुंभ अब होगा, कुंभ के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं कि कुंभ क्यों
Hmm.
सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है, इलाहाबाद में ही क्यों किया जाता है. देन यू कैन बी आस्क्ड अबाउट व्हाई इज इट सेलिब्रेटेड after 12 years. So what is the significance of 12
Yes.
years? All of that. Be
Yeah.
thoroughly prepared. Okay.
Hmm.
उसके बाद उत्तर प्रदेश में कितने एस्पिरेशनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स है, एस्पिरेशनल ब्लॉक्स है. देन स्मार्ट सिटीज कितने हैं. व्हाट इज द स्टेटस ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑफ वेरियस स्कीम्स इन उत्तर प्रदेश. उत्तर प्रदेश में इन्वेस्टमेंट अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए क्या क्या किया जा रहा है. तो ये सब बहुत
Hmm.
अच्छे से कर लेना. ओके. योर फादर वाज हेड कांस्टेबल, एंड so you might be asked कि why is IPS not your first preference? Don't you like want to go in police services? Then constable का जो role होता है, the hierarchy in the police service, all of it.
Hmm.
Then law and order issues in Azamgarh और उत्तर प्रदेश, very important. So be prepared. Also
Yes.
commissionerate system, उत्तर प्रदेश में कितने commissionerates है, all of it.
Okay.
Then you have done mechanical engineering, so they won't be asking any technical questions over it, but they might ask questions like, अगर उस फील्ड में कुछ करंट चल रहा है, automobile industry or anything, so they might ask
Yes.
questions around it. Not much from there. And what's your
Hmm.
optional?
I'm through.
Anthro. So the anthro से बहुत questions आ सकते हैं कि give us the names of few famous anthropologists. पहले के भी और
Hmm.
contemporary जो
Okay.
anthropologist है वो. उसके बाद you can be asked about various theories in anthropology. Anthro revise very thoroughly. Okay. Then
Okay.
various terms. What do you mean by Sanskritization, Westernization?
Hmm.
What is tribe, caste, difference between them? Then you can be asked about the tribes in Azamgarh, tribes in Uttar Pradesh. How many PVTGs are there? What are the tribal policies? ये सब बहुत
Hmm.
अच्छे से कर लेना. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then gold medalist mechanical engineering. So they might ask you, you were an engineer, so why do you want to switch your career to civil services? What is your motivation to uh,
Hmm.
give civil services exam? Then publish research paper on metallic bio implants. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा टेक्निकल भी जा सकते हैं. Since you have published a research paper, what are these bio implants? What are the applications? All of it, the cost and everything. बहुत डिटेल में करना. Then what are there any government programs supporting such kind of innovations, all of it. Then district award for
Yes.
best drawing on the theme green city. So they'll ask you, what do you mean by green city? Very basic question. What do you mean by green
Hmm.
city? Uske components kya kya hai? Then what do you mean
Hmm.
by green building? Which is the agency that certifies a green building? What is the
Yes.
significance? What is the cost? Because added cost hoga green building ka. How
Hmm.
we can create a low cost green building or low cost green city. Then
Hmm.
pollution issues in Uttar Pradesh, what are India's goals in climate change or sustainable development, these things kar lena. Then awarded Uttar Pradesh government scholarship district topper in 12th. So they might ask you ki, what is the objective of such scholarships? Do such scholarships actually help students, or we should focus more on the development of education and all of it. So you can be asked, why haven't you played any sport here? You have kept it empty, so you might be asked about it कि आपने खाली क्यों रखा है, आप कुछ
Ma'am,
खेलते नहीं? Yeah.
actually, I just wanted to ask. I have mentioned district toppers. Like from every school, all the toppers were selected. It was not me who was the district topper. All the schools से जो भी top students थे उनको यूपी गवर्नमेंट ने स्कॉलरशिप दी थी. Some I think 50,000 was the amount to those students. So इससे कोई problem तो नहीं होगी. Like ये मेरे को suggest किया among the toppers I was about to write, but then वो phrase अच्छा नहीं लग रहा था. So I was asked by a few mentors जिन्होंने डैफ के लिए वो
No,
बताया
no,
कि
it's okay.
टॉपर्स.
They don't go in such technicalities.
अच्छा,
Don't worry.
ओके.
Okay. और स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में, if they ask you if you're not interested, तो ऐसे मत बोलना. Just mention that you are interested in so and so sport, but you have not played anything formally. या किसी
राइट.
टूर्नामेंट में नहीं लिया था पार्ट, इसलिए लिखा नहीं. ओके. देन प्रेसिडेंट कल्चरल कमिटी मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, तो कल्चरल कमिटी का प्रेसिडेंट के तौर पे आपका क्या रोल था? व्हाट आर द इवेंट्स दैट यू अरेंज? देन हाउ डू यू लुक एट इंडियाज कल्चर? हाउ कैन वी प्रमोट उत्तर प्रदेश कल्चर? कल्चर प्रमोट करने के लिए क्या क्या किया जा रहा है? हाउ कैन कल्चर वर्क एज आवर सॉफ्ट पावर? ऑल ऑफ इट. देन चीफ कोऑर्डिनेटर इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन मटेरियल प्रोसेसिंग एंड कैरेक्टराइजेशन. सो यू कैन बी आस्क्ड अबाउट व्हाट इज मटेरियल प्रोसेसिंग एंड कैरेक्टराइजेशन. तो इस पे आप जो भी बोलोगे उससे फॉलो अप क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. प्लस एज अ चीफ कोऑर्डिनेटर व्हाट वाज योर रोल? देन यू कैन बी आस्क्ड अबाउट व्हाट आर द क्वालिटीज ऑफ अ गुड टीम लीडर. और कोऑर्डिनेशन मतलब आपने एग्जैक्टली क्या कोऑर्डिनेट किया, और उस कॉन्फ्रेंस में कितने लोग थे, कहाँ से आए थे, व्हाट इज द इम्पोर्टेंस एंड सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ सच कॉन्फ्रेंसेस. ओके. Organized a fest on women empowerment with university, ICC and IEEE. So women empowerment, then they can ask you, Anamika, what does women empowerment mean to you? When can you say that a woman is actually empowered? Are today's women actually empowered because they all, they still face all the issues that they used to face, just that employment थोड़ा बढ़ गया. Then थोड़ा statistic करके जाना, women's workforce participation. Then I am the birth rates and the sex ratio of your district, your state, वो सब कर लेना. Also what do you mean by glass ceiling? अब आप anthro से हो तो फिर social issues discuss होंगे, posh act, domestic violence, all of it. So कर लीजिएगा. ठीक है. Head girl in school, so what was your role there? Were you selected or were you elected as the whole head girl? फिर women in leadership positions बहुत कम है, जैसे कि women in judiciary बहुत कम है. Discussion can go there. And creating mandala and zentangle. What is zentangle art?
Ma'am, it is a modern form of mandala art only.
Okay.
In mandala, we
So
basically focus on circles, but in Zentangle, there is a square, and we have to draw inside that square only. And we can draw various geometric patterns in Zentangle.
okay, तो मंडला आर्ट के बेसिक्स पूछ सकते हैं. व्हाट इज मंडला आर्ट? उसका ओरिजिन क्या है? मंडला क्यों बोलते हैं उसे? व्हाट इज मेंट बाय मंडला? देन आई हैड अ बैचमेट जिनका हॉबी था मंडला आर्ट. सो शी वाज टोल्ड टू, throughout the interview she was told to do that mandala art while giving the interview. So she was
Okay.
made to do that. So be prepared about such things also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And she scored very well. So if you do it very well, then they are very happy. Then listening to podcasts related to personal growth. So they'll ask you, what do you mean by podcast? And दूसरा personal growth के ही क्यों? There are podcasts and so many interesting topics. Why did you choose just one topic? फिर आप किस किस के podcast सुनते हैं? How do they help you? Personal growth in one, what terms? What kind of growth? So these questions might be asked. Okay. So Anamika, this was, you can also be asked questions like, as an IAS officer, which are the priority areas you would like to work? in, ऐसे
Okay.
क्वेश्चंस भी आ सकते हैं. तो there are this, and also situation based question में एक चीज ध्यान में रखना, sometimes it becomes very difficult to prepare an answer there. तो एक ही चीज ध्यान में रखना, you have to give a very ethical answer. जहाँ पे भी कोई moral issue है, you always have to be morally and ethically correct, also constitutionally correct. This will make it very easy for you to address the situation based answer.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So Anamika, apart from this discussion, if you have any doubts, please ask me.
Ma'am, I just wanted to like there are possibility of so many questions. So up to what how much to anticipate on each topic? I don't understand this
सी,
thing.
आप प्रिपेयर ज्यादा से ज्यादा कर सकते हो अपने डैफ पे, और जो करंट में इश्यूज चल रहे हैं, तो करंट इश्यूज का क्या कीजिए ना, जस्ट ट्राई टू वॉच सम वीडियोस विच विल गिव यू अ गुड पर्सपेक्टिव. जो न्यूज आप न्यूज़पेपर तो पढ़ रहे हैं, उसके साथ जस्ट कॉम्प्लीमेंट इट विद सम गुड न्यूज चैनल, एकेडमिक न्यूज चैनल, नॉट द रेगुलर वंस, जहाँ पे
Mm-hmm.
टॉपिक्स जैसे कि संसद टीवी है, वहाँ इश्यूज
Hmm.
डिस्कस होते हैं. तो इट गिव्स यू लाइक 360 डिग्री पर्सपेक्टिव ऑन दोज इश्यूज. सो फिर आपका इंटरव्यू इतना लेट है कि आप आज भी शुरू करोगे तो आपके सारे इश्यूज कवर हो जाएंगे. ओके, ट्राई टू
जी.
वॉच दैट. प्लस आपका जो डैफ है, अब जैसे कि मैंने क्या किया, आपका जो एंट्री है डैफ का, वो देख के मेरे दिमाग में क्या क्वेश्चन आते हैं मैंने वो बोले. Now you prepare
Hmm.
such questions, and when you prepare the answer for this question, you yourself have to think कि what is the follow-up question that can come.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
इतना बेसिक कर लीजिए. सी, वहां पे ना उनके पास बहुत टाइम नहीं होता है, जस्ट हाफ आवर, और वो हाफ आवर बहुत
Hmm.
जल्दी निकल जाता है. सो एंड दे वांट टू आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस ऑन डिफरेंट टॉपिक्स, सो दे डोंट गो वेरी डीप इनटू इट. जैसे कि ईस्टर्न यूपी के प्रॉब्लम्स पूछ लेंगे, आप 4 प्रॉब्लम्स बता दीजिए, उसमें से एक कोई प्रॉब्लम वो डिस्कस कर लेंगे.
Yes,
ऐसे.
ma'am.
Okay, be ready with the solutions of the issues also. So
Yes, ma'am.
see, it's not about, there's a lot of things to ask, but then it's okay if you are not able to answer 3 or 4 questions out of 10. It's completely okay. There are going to be questions जिसके आंसर आपको नहीं आता. You just have to don't panic during those
Hmm.
questions. Be very, very confident throughout.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Any other doubt, Anamika?
Ma'am, how much mock should I give? Like, what should be my approach from now? Like, last two, I give one mock only a B. So, how
Six,
should I
seven
go?
marks. Once a week. Once a week you should.
Okay. And ma'am, should I give it in different institutes?
Yeah,
Like,
different, and give try to give offline mocks as much as possible.
yes, ma'am. Of course, I'll give like I came to home because my interview was very late, so that's why I attended online. But from now onwards, I'll go back and
Yeah,
attend offline mocks.
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm preparing little bit. I've just started, so I don't have much questions for now. I'm
Okay.
preparing. Is it possible to connect with you again with the doubts I'll
Y-
have?
Yeah, sure, sure. You can arrange a DAF session again, and we can connect.
Okay, and ma'am, any other suggestions for me while preparing?
See, don't think about कि यार कुछ कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. It's not like that. They know कि एक यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट को कितना पता होगा, वो उसी सर्कल में क्वेश्चन पूछते. ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज ना, क्या होता है बच्चे क्या करते हैं कि कोई सिंपल सा भी, अब उनका क्या है, दे वांट टू नो यू, सो दे आस्क यू सिंपल क्वेश्चन, बट पीपल टेक इट एज इफ दे आर अटैकिंग यू और दे आर कन्फ्रंटिंग यू, एंड then they try to give justification. वैसे नहीं करना है,
Hmm.
डिफेंसिव नहीं होना है. वॉट एवर इज देयर, जस्ट बी वेरी क्लियर. जैसे आप मुझे बताओगे वैसे ही उनको बताना. ओके,
जी, okay, ma'am.
बिकॉज दे
And
आर
ma'am,
क्यूरियस अबाउट यू, दे आर नॉट कन्फ्रंटिंग यू.
okay, okay, ma'am. And last thing, ma'am, as I'm underweight, little skinny kind of personality I have, so I'm concerned about the medical as well. What kind of tests will be there? Like being
नो नो
underweight is.
नो नो, दे इतना नहीं कर, इतना स्ट्रिक्ट नहीं होता है. इफ यू आर अंडरवेट एंड इफ यू थिंक यू शुड गेन अ बिट, देन यू कैन ट्राई एंड गेन अ बिट. इट्स नॉट वेरी डिफिकल्ट, बट इट्स नॉट वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट. सी, उनके जो टेक्निकल रिक्वायरमेंट्स है ना, कलर ब्लाइंडनेस एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, वो
हाँ
सीरियसली लिए
हाँ.
जाते हैं. अदरवाइज दे
अच्छा.
सजेस्ट यू कि इतना कम करो या इतना ज्यादा करो.
ओके
दैट्स ऑल.
ओके.
या,
ठीक है मैम. That's it. Thank you
see,
so
these
much,
are very
ma'am.
secondary things. Don't think about that. You just focus on your interview.
Ma'am, actually, my relatives and people around me keeps टेलिंग दीज थिंग्स, लाइक बॉडी शेमिंग जो हम बोलते हैं आजकल, तो वो मेरे साथ काफी ज्यादा होती है कि ऐसे कैसे नौकरी
See,
करोगी
you are
और ये
going to
वो.
be a civil servant, and nobody
Right.
knows to tell you how to handle these things. Okay.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah. You just खुद के दिमाग को बताओ कि now I'm going to be an officer, and make your mindset like that. It's not going to help you just for the interview, but for handling such issues also.
Yes, ma'am. I've gained little bit of confidence after clearing mains this time.
Yeah.
But before that, I was also kind of, concerned about myself. Why I've become like this, and this was creating a feedback. I was getting stressed and losing more weight. I just kind of.
No, no, no need to do that. There are many people who see gaining weight is comparatively easier. There are many people who are, overweight and getting body shamed and all of that. पहले तो खुद को बताओ कि it's मुझ में कमी नहीं है. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then if someone is doing that, then that's their fault and you are not responsible for what they are saying. Okay. You just be
Yes, ma'am.
confident about yourself. And you
Yes, ma'am.
you come out, Anamika, you actually come out as a very good personality. So I'm very sure you'll score very, very good in the interview. Just these
Thank you so
secondary
much.
things, just keep them off.
Yes, ma'am. I've become confident now. Like I've done something ऐसा थोड़ा feeling आ रहा है अभी मुझे. But then in like मेंस के पहले तो I was very shattered कि सब खराब हो गया. Like कॉलेज के बाद I preparing और stress और कुछ family
I know.
financial, and my father met
Yeah.
with an accident last year, so he's taking VRS now. He has just forgot us. Like he had a head injury in his head. So these things have happened in the
I'm
last
really
1 year.
sorry to hear
So
about that, Anamika. But trust me, see, you just prepare well for the interview. इंटरव्यू में अच्छे मार्क्स आएंगे एंड सबसे ज्यादा चांसेस इसके होते हैं कि आप सिलेक्ट हो जाओ एंड देन ट्रस्ट मी योर लाइफ विल चेंज आफ्टर इट ओके
I
you
hope
just
so, ma'am.
focus on the interview right now and
Okay,
trust me
okay.
your life will change and you'll remember my words.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
all
I'll
the
talk to
best.
you again
All
then.
the Yeah, sure.
That will be third time, but before interview, I want to talk to you once more after giving mocks. जो feedbacks
Sure,
मिलेंगे उसके
sure,
बीच.
sure, sure. Okay,
Thank
all the
you.
best, Anamika, and if any
Thank.
other doubt you can arrange a session kabhi bhi, we'll cater to it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
ma'am. It was very nice talking to you.
Same here, Anamika. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.